Hello, and welcome to Academic Coaching's instructional video series. Today, I'll demonstrate how to use our 7-day hourly planner. This will help you organize your time efficiently. You can follow along with this video and create your own planner. To do so, click on the link below, and you will find that this planner can be downloaded, completed as a fillable PDF, or like I'm doing today on a tablet using an app called Notability. Okay, let's begin. I really love this planner because of several key features. First, you can see your entire week at a glance, beginning with Monday and ending with Sunday. You can fill in the dates here, and you can plan from 6 a.m. all the way until 11 p.m. Additionally, there's space for your sleep schedule here. Another great feature of this planner is that many of the class blocks are built in, starting with the 8:10 to 9:25 a.m. block and ending with the 5:30 to 6:45 p.m. block. If you have classes after that time, you can enter them hour by hour there. So let's begin to fill this out, and then you'll see why it's one of our most requested resources. So we'll begin by entering the class schedule. I'm a big fan of color coding class schedules, so I'll enter every class in a different color. I'll begin by entering a statistics class in green on Monday and Thursday in the 11:20 to 12:35 p.m. block. Because these blocks are small, you can feel free to abbreviate in any way that makes sense to you. The next class I'll enter will be a public health class in the 4:05 to 5:20 block on Mondays and Thursdays again. There's also a lab for this class as well. So I'm going to enter that in just a second. And that lab is starting in the 9:45 block on Wednesdays. And it continues on until the 12:55 to 2:10 block. So I'm just going to draw an arrow until about halfway through that 12:55 to 2:10 block, and then I will indicate the end, that it ends a little bit before that block actually ends by drawing a black line near the bottom of that block. At this point, I encourage you to pause the video and go ahead and enter your class schedule in your planner, and then when you're done, we'll resume with the next step. As you can see, I've added in the rest of the class schedule, including 2 classes on Tuesdays and Friday, writing and complex problems. So now I'm going to add in 3 other components to my week that I would like to remain consistent. This will be the wake up time and sleep time and lunch breaks. So in evaluating my schedule, I can see that I have several classes starting in the 9:45 to 11 a.m. block. So in order to be consistent throughout the week, I'm going to plan on waking up at 8:10 Monday through Friday. Additionally, I'm also going to add in a sleep schedule that will allow me to have 8 hours of sleep. So Monday through Thursday, I will go to sleep at 12 a.m. and I'll also repeat that on Sunday night. just for consistency for a school day. Additionally, I'm going to add in lunch breaks. So just taking a look at the schedule, I'm going to add in lunch breaks after this statistics class on Monday and Thursday. And then just to be consistent, I'll keep those lunch breaks throughout the week with the exception of Wednesday, where the lunch break will be in the space after the public health lab. So I'm going to enter that information now. I encourage you to pause the video and add in your wake up time, sleep time, and your lunch break time. And when you're done, we'll meet back here to continue on with our planner. So at this point, we've entered in our wake up times, our sleep schedule, and some other markers throughout the day, including lunch breaks and start times on days when there aren't classes first thing in the morning. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to plan out spaces to complete homework. So I like to plan for 15 hours of homework during the week. This doesn't mean that I'll use all of this time or that on certain weeks when there are exams or projects that I won't exceed this time. This gives me a good deal of time to complete work that is due in the next few days, as well as to work on long-term projects and to work on studying for upcoming exams. So having this time built into my baseline schedule is really important to make sure that I know that I have a plan for sitting down to do work. So what I like to do is pick a solid color and fill in boxes where I'm going to put in those 15 hours. And I consider each one of these boxes to be about an hour of work, even when you'll notice when it's the class block that it exceeds it by about 15 minutes. But that's okay because I also know that there will be breaks during that hour. So having that extra 15 minutes built in is really convenient because then if you lose 15 minutes in breaks, you still get that full hour of homework time in. All right, so I'm going to pick a gray and just start shading in these boxes until I reach about 15 of them. And one of the goals for this schedule is, for me, and you'll have to think about times you work best, is to have most of these blocks during the day. The benefit of that is that it will allow me to have my evenings free for other activities. This may or may not be your preference. So give that some thought before you start coloring in your different blocks. So you can see that I've already filled in really quickly. I'll fill those in more, a few of the homework blocks, and I'm just going to start labeling them to see where I'm at in terms of the number of hours that I've already accounted for. So you can see that I've already found a good deal of potential hours to complete work throughout the week. Now I know this particular block, number 7, is really only half the time, but I'm still going to mark it off as 1 hour for the purposes of planning quickly. Great, so I'll continue filling in blocks, and I'm going to also put in 2 hours worth of homework time on Sunday. I like to have some time Sunday night to just look over the upcoming week, complete any small assignments that are quick to get out of the way, and just review my plan for the week. So having these blocks in place just makes me feel more confident moving into the next set of activities for the upcoming week. So go ahead and pause the video and fill in your homework blocks. And when you're done, we'll meet back here and continue our planning. So as you can see, I've added in the remainder of my homework slots throughout the week. including the 2 slots on Sunday. And I've also done one other thing. I've added this gold border around my academic work life. So what this border does is let me know when my day begins, when my day ends, and it gives me a very clear understanding of where my free time is. And in some ways, this may be aspirational in the sense that I will aspire to keep everything contained in these 2 boxes that pertains to my academic life, excluding, of course, the things that you can't really schedule on your time, such as club meetings and other organizational events. But in terms of homework and in terms of appointments, I would like to contain it within the space. This is what works best for me. I encourage you to devise a plan that works best for you and your particular method of moving through your day. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add in the dates for the week and then any individual appointments that have been made. The reason why I waited until now to complete these 2 final steps is because I wanted to create a planner where everything on the plan would stay the same week to week. So all of these things as of now will stay the same. What I can then do from this point is I can make a digital copy of my plan and modify that digital copy for that particular week. In this way, I'll never have to recreate this part of the plan again, unless, of course, things change and this plan, this master plan, no longer suits me. You can also take this page if you're working on paper, make a photocopy of it, and then modify your photocopy for that week. So there's multiple ways of not having to recreate the baseline plan, the master plan, every week, and that will save you time. So we'll go ahead and we'll enter the dates up here. And then we'll also add in any appointments for the week. So I'm just going to fill in the first few dates right now, and then I will finish the rest of the dates a little bit later. For the sake of time, we'll move on to adding in appointments. I'm going to add in an appointment here that I have made for the quantitative academic support, which is basically to help me with my statistics work. So for now, I'm just going to put QAS. And then, of course, we'll make an appointment with academic coaching, put that over here. And then, because of the writing class, I'd like to have an appointment at the Writing Center. So I will enter that for 2:30 on Sunday. So while I complete adding in the dates up here, I encourage you to pause the video and do the same with your plan and also add in your weekly appointments. As you can see, I've finished adding in the dates. We also have the appointments included in the plan as well. So now we can feel confident moving into the week, knowing that we've made space for attending classes, completing homework, having opportunities for self-care, and opportunities to receive academic support throughout the week. At this point, you may want to add other activities to your planner, and I encourage you to do so. You can evaluate your free time and see how you would like to fill it. What best serves your needs now? If you have any questions on this planner or other time management strategies, as well as any resource listed in our resource library or on our information page, You can feel free to schedule a one-on-one appointment. To do so, you can visit this booking link down below at the bottom of this planner. Enjoy your plan and have a great week.